Hello friends, let us now learn some important points about amoebiasis. Amoebiasis are of three types. One, we have luminal type or asymptomatic type or mild type of amoebiasis. Second, we have moderate to severe type of amoebiasis. Third, there can be hepatic abscess or extraintestinal amoebiasis can occur. So in moderate to severe type of amoebiasis, the patient can develop colitis or extraintestinal infection. So the drug of choice for luminal amoebiasis or asymptomatic or mild type of amoebiasis is diloxanide furoate, whereas alternative is paramomycin or idoquinol. Paramomycin or idoquinol are alternatives. Then the drug of choice for moderate to severe amoebiasis is metronidazole plus diloxanide furoate, whereas the alternative of moderate to severe amoebiasis is tinidazole, secnidazole, ornidazole or satranidazole are the alternatives. Then the drug of choice for hepatic abscess or extraintestinal amoebiasis is metronidazole, whereas the alternative for hepatic abscess or extraintestinal amoebiasis are tinidazole, secnidazole, ornidazole and satranidazole. So first we will learn about the tissue amoebiasis. So in the tissue amoebiocytes, first we will learn about the nitronidazole derivatives, which is metronidazole. We will learn about metronidazole. Metronidazole is actually a broad spectrum antibiotic. So here this metronidazole will release nitric oxides which contain certain redox proteins. So these nitric oxides have nitro radicals. These nitro radicals will act on the electrons. They act on the electrons and these nitro radicals will compete with biological electron acceptors. They will compete with biological electron acceptors for anaerobic organism for electron generated by pyruvate ferredoxin oxidoreductase enzyme. So they will compete with biological electron acceptor of this enzyme, which is pyruvate ferredoxin oxidoreductase enzyme. So because this enzyme is very important for the generation of energy, so this will, because these electrons will compete with this enzyme, so this leads to disrupting of energy metabolism. Then pharmacokinetics. Pharmacokinetics are, it is an oral drug absorbed from small intestine. It attains the therapeutic concentration in vagina and serum. It attains therapeutic concentration in vagina, semen, saliva and CSF. It is metabolized in the liver by oxidation and also by glucuronide conjugation. The main uses of metronidazole are, it is used as drug of choice in giardiasis, amoebiasis, pseudomembranous colitis, especially in mild and peripheral cases, and it is also used in bacterial vaginosis for Gardnerella vaginalis. It is used in H. pylori, Helicobacter pylori, triple therapy. It is also used in anaerobic infections and also trichomoniosis. Trichomoniasis it is used. Then if you see the side effects include it causes anorexia, nausea, abdominal cramps. It causes loose stools, metallic taste. It also causes dryness of mouth. Hypersensitivity reactions can occur, especially due to like urticaria, flushing. Urticaria can occur, flushing, heat can occur, itching and rashes can occur. It causes peripheral neuropathy, central nervous system side effects. It can also cause seizures, leukopenia and also thrombophlebitis. So if we see the contraindications, metronidazole is contraindicated in pregnancy, neurological disease and blood dyscrasias. Then if you see the interactions of metronidazole, disulfiram like reaction to alcohol can occur from metronidazole, and cimetidine will decrease the metronidazole metabolism, whereas warfarin will also decrease the metronidazole metabolism. Then the drugs like tinidazole, there is tinidazole which cause slower metabolism. Secnidazole, ornidazole and satrinidazole are also the nitronidazole derivatives. Tinidazole and ornidazole causes slow metabolism. Secnidazole causes undergoes rapid absorption. Then tinidazole and ornidazole undergo slow metabolism. Secnidazole undergoes rapid absorption, and satranidazole has lesser side effects. The next important drug here is alkaloids. So these alkaloids are, first we have emetin, that is emetin is an amebicide which kills the trophozoites. So this emetin will inhibit protein synthesis, and thus it arrests intraribosomal translocation of tRNA amino acid complex. It arrests intraribosomal translocation of tRNA amino acid complex, and pharmacokinetics are, if it is given orally, it causes vomiting. So it is given in intramuscular or subcutaneous route. The side effects are, it is a local irritant and it causes systemic toxicity. So it can cause nausea, vomiting, abdominal cramps. It can cause diarrhea, weakness. It also can cause stiffness of muscles. It causes myositis, hypertension, and it causes ECG changes and also causes myocarditis. Because of all these side effects, this drug emetin is rarely used. Then we have the drug dihydroemetin, which is also similar to emetin, but it is rarely used and has lesser side effects. So these are the drugs which are used in tissue amebicides. Thank you for watching.